Day 8 of Jump Rope Explorations. I have one more day of tips for you for the fundamental tips that apply to both the basic balance as well as jump roping in general before we move on to additional jumps. So bear with me. This is important in order to keep your rotations going. That way you get the full benefits of jumping rope, which is your endurance, which is your agility and bone density and all of that, versus if you keep constantly having to reset after every 20 seconds or so. All right, so when I say symmetry, always remember we're really talking about in symmetry in contrast to the rope. So symmetry also indicates that it's visual, so we want to do this in front of a mirror. That means even if you don't have both the mirror and the space in which to jump in front of a mirror, you then want to still go in front of any mirror and basically just shadow jump and still follow all the cues and try your best to get the benefits of watching yourself. So again, the first part of the symmetry would be that as your rope clears your head, you would be under this U completely centered. The other aspect of that symmetry would be the same distance, whatever it is for you, the same height in each rotation. Same thing as it clears under your feet. Then the other aspect of the symmetry would be a complete symmetry down the center of your body. If you were to just bisect yourself, you should be completely the same on both sides. There's also the symmetry of your body line being stacked. So think of head and shoulders, knees and toes. Everything should be stacked in one body line. And then to get into the nitty gritty, so beyond some more obvious or extreme imbalances of like extreme jerkiness or not having gotten the other parts of the form down, there's still a tendency for people to not have this happens to me, what you think you look like isn't always what you actually look like. So in order to pair those two and tighten that sensation for yourself is going to then allow you to jump just as comfortably in the future with or without the mirror. Okay, so we want to really hone in that sensation of matching what you look like and what you think you look like. Okay, and even if you are fairly tight, it's not uncommon for people to have, say, a slight difference in the length of the legs, or you might have had a shoulder injury at some point or tweaked your knee at some point, and you're not actually completely in symmetry, but that's your natural body position. You would need then to visually check yourself in the mirror and against a rope in order to make sure that the tiny movements or the tiny differences, such as say like the distance between your elbow and your ribs on both sides remain the same, that the distance and the angle of your hands remain the same, or the height of your shoulders. So you want to just constantly keep making those micro adjustments until it becomes becomes honed in.